Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing today? I am excited to be with you here today. If you can hear me, can you just type hello? Can you type hello? Or type your name. Let me know where you are joining from. If you're joining from Africa, if you're joining from United States or from Europe, let me know where you're joining from. All right. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get started in the next 2 minutes. Let's just allow more people join us. We are live on YouTube channel right now. So if you also have access to our YouTube channel, I will encourage you to also connect there. Remember to subscribe. Okay. Let me know where you're joining from. Where are you connecting from? Okay, I can see you. Welcome, Azan. Welcome from Nigeria. Awesome. For YouTube subscribers, if you're joining from YouTube, from Facebook, just let me know. All right, welcome. Welcome. Olufumi from Ibadan. Welcome. All right, I see you. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We're going to get started in a minute. Can I encourage you to share this link with everyone that you know anywhere in the world? Because today's message is going to be transformational, and this can help anyone. Today's message is for parents. Today's message is for executives, for managers, for supervisors, for pastors, ministry leaders. Today's message is for every leader. Okay. I'm going to let you know why today's message is for every leader. And if you know anyone that is struggling with leadership, any emerging leader, someone that you know that is struggling with leadership, can you just share today's message with them? This will be one of your best gifts this year. All right. Just go ahead and share this message. Welcome, blessing. All right. So welcome everybody once again. We want to get started now because this webinar is scheduled. We have people joining us on Facebook, and some people are in the room. So if you're in the room, welcome. Okay, let me know where you're joining from. If you're on YouTube, let us know where you're joining from. Okay, I see some people in the YouTube and on Facebook. All right. Thank you very much. In fact, you have done something powerful today, and I'm going to let you know what you have just done for yourself. Okay, you have done something significant for yourself by showing up. By showing up, and the first step when it comes to achieving success in anything and at all levels, the first step is intentionality. You are intentional. You made a decision to join this webinar today. You showed up, and that is the first step, because the capacity to initiate, to take that step, to show up, that means you're ready to grow, you're ready to become better, you're ready to make great things happen. And that is a very good sign in leadership. And that is a very great attribute in leadership. So thank you very much for showing up for you. Thank you for showing up for others. Because by the time we are done today, you will understand why I am saying thank you for showing up for others. Because this is not just about you, it is also about others. So thank you once again for showing up for you and for others. It's going to be a very great time today. I am excited. I'm ready. And we're about to move. We're about to move. If you're ready, let me know if you're ready. Let me know if you're ready. Remember to share this on Facebook, share it on different platforms because we want to touch lives. We want to help many people. We want to help homes. We want to help families. We want to help communities, teams, organizations at all levels. Okay. We want to release a lot of information strategies that can help anyone anywhere in the world. Okay. So don't just have this alone. I'm encouraging you to share this with everyone that you know because this is going to change their life. This is going to change everything about them. Okay. So as we get started today, I want to also say a very big thank you to everyone that has been part of all our webinars, events that we've been doing, that we've been having, helping leaders and teams and organizations across the world. I want to appreciate you and I want to say a very big thank you to you for growing you and then for believing in what we do and for helping your teams to also become better in what they do. I want you to look at this real quick. This is who I am. As a thought leader, of course, trusted in many professional bodies, business leaders, working with non-profit organizations, and all leaders from all walks of life. I'm an executive coach. If we have never met before, okay, I'm a speaker and an author, and I want to say very big thank you to you for joining today. If we have never met before, welcome. Good to meet you, and I would love to know your name. Okay, so let me know your name, and let me know where you're joining from. If we have never met before, okay, I would love to learn more about you. So, like I said, I have something very important, to share today, and the topic is how to become a scalable leader. How to become a scalable leader. Okay, that question sounds very powerful, and I want us to, spend some time by getting into the details of that question. Many people today are accepting their lives. They are not living their lives. Many people have accepted what the environment is selling to them. By the way, I want you to know that everyone is in sales. Everyone is selling something. And what we're about to do here today is to learn how to add more value to ourselves so that we can sell leadership. And before you can sell leadership, you have to first have what it takes to lead. And what you need to start leading, what you need for you to start selling value to other people, in quotes, we call it influence. What you need for you to become a person of influence, to become a scalable leader, is all that we're going to talk about today. And by the way, I want us to separate the two words. There are two words in today's session. The first one is scalable, and the second one is leader. So I want us to take care of each word separately. And I want us to be very sensitive about everything that I'm about to talk about. I remember a program I attended, few years ago, I was one of the speakers, and a very young boy has a question, very valid question. After after hearing me, speaking, he heard this wonderful thought and messages, and he said, "Sir, you have done well. This is life changing. Thank you so much for impacting, us today." I said, You're welcome." And he said, "But I have a question for you." Of course, this happened during the Q&A. He said, um, uh, I mean, you've talked about leadership, you've talked about how we can start leading and all that, but how do I start? Who do I start leading? All right, valid question, and that made me to remember what happened to me many, many years ago. I'm talking about more than 17 years ago. I was in that situation. I was confused. I was asking the same question. And if you are here today as an executive, an HR professional, a manager, a CEO of a company, a business leader in an organization, entrepreneurs, I want to really say very big thank you to you for not just for showing up, but for showing up for others. Because if you also have this same question, or if you have answered this question before, or and you are looking for more, there's something in you that tells you that, yeah, there is more. There is more. Yes, there is more. You know what? The more I know, the more I know that I don't know. So let's come back to the question that this young boy asked. If you are also asking the same question, or if there is someone around you that is asking the same question, all right, I'm about to share one powerful tool that I shared with this boy. This boy was around 15, 16 years old. And this is what the boy was thinking. The boy was thinking, oh, I don't have a company. I don't have an organization. I don't have a group of people to lead. So who do I start leading now that you have taught us that we should be great leaders? I gave this boy one powerful tool, and I want to give you that tool today. And this is a good way for us to get started on this webinar. Start with yourself. I think I need to say that again and again. Start with yourself. If you want to start leading other people, the best way to start is to start with yourself. In fact, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you need to start with yourself. And I don't want you to forget this, because, after sharing this powerful, tool with this boy, and after giving this boy these 4 reasons why he should start leading himself, I realized that many adults, I'm talking about people in their 30s and their 40s, they started opening up. They were like, you're right. You're right. Yes, I never thought about that. I never saw it that way before. Okay? Because they wanted to lead others. I gave them 4 reasons why they need to start with self. And number 1, please do not forget this. We're starting really good, okay? We're starting really good. Remember, the focus is how to become a scalable leader. So to become a leader, okay, now let's start with the leadership parts. Then later we're going to come back to the scalable parts. Start with yourself. So what are the 4 reasons? Number 1, why do you need to start with yourself? Number 1, because it will give you an experience. Number 1, okay, this is number 1, because it's going to give you 5 things. Okay, number 1, it will give you 5 things, and I want to give you those 5 things. Okay, remember, 4 things, 4 reasons why you need to start with yourself. So I'm going to give you the number 1. Number 1 is because it's going to give you 5 powerful skills. So number one skill is going to give you an experience. Number two is going to give you confidence. Number three is going to give you integrity. Number four is going to give you credibility. And number five is going to give you influence. And that is the first reason why you need to start with you, because of these powerful skills that you are going to experience in your life. It's going to give you experience. It's going to give you credibility. It's going to give you confidence. It's going to give you integrity, and it's going to give you influence if you start with you. I remember when I started in this area, and I didn't know a lot of things, and I was confused myself. I was really confused. I grew up in an average home, a wonderful parent, taught us things about God, and they did everything to support their children. But I grew up in an environment where leadership was not the main language. Everybody was just doing their own thing. We just, living every day. Many of us, we accepted our lives. We were not living our lives. We accepted things the way they were. We were just going with the flow. I didn't know anything about being intentional. I didn't know much about, leading me. I didn't know anything about, gaining experience, starting with me. I didn't know anything about building my confidence, having integrity, having credibility, or becoming a person of influence. I didn't know much about that. By the way, can I say something about one of the skills that I'm talking about here? Building credibility. When you start with you will produce results. And when you produce results, it builds your credibility. It gives you credibility. Results gives you credibility. When you lead you, it gives you credibility. It increases your integrity. It builds your confidence. Now, number two, why do I need to start with me? Because I am with me, myself, every time. Because I am always with me. I am with myself more than anyone else. And that is why I need to start with me. By the way, can I say this? If I can't lead myself, why should anyone else bother to follow me? If I can't lead me, why should anyone else bother to follow me? I mean, see, starting with you is not a selfish thing. It is not a selfish thing, because if you can't equip and lead you, you cannot equip and lead others. And that is why starting with you is very important. You need to start with you, because you must first equip you, because you are always with you, all right, making decisions, thinking about what to do and not what to do, so that when others are not there, you continue leading you, because you are always with you, right? Everywhere you go, you are always with you. Now, think about this. Many times people think about others. Okay, they are busy, they are not available, so I can see them to lead them and things like that. You know what? You are not busy. You are with you. Everywhere you go, you carry you. All right. So start with you, because you are always with yourself. Number three, because it makes you a model. Modeling is the best form of leadership, whether in your family, okay, as a parent. The best way to teach your children, the best way to show others what to do in your home is to model it. So whatever you don't want to see, don't do it. Whatever you don't want, whatever language you don't want to experience or to hear back from people in your home, don't say it. When you say it, it will be reproduced, it will be multiplied, and you will receive it back. So, modeling is the best form of leadership. Model what you want to see. And that is why you need to start with you, by leading you. When I discovered this powerful principle that modeling is the best form of leadership, everything about my life changed. I stopped asking people to do what I've never done. It's like travel agents. The travel agents, they send people to places they've never been. They have the brochure, and they give it to people. They tell them how beautiful the place is. If you get to Canada, imagine a travel agent in Africa, maybe in Ghana or South Africa or Nigeria, and then the travel agent is talking about Canada, United States, or maybe Dubai. And imagine if the person has never been to those places before, and now telling you about how beautiful Canada is, how wonderful the weather in United States is, and so on and so forth. Some leaders are like travel agents. They tell other people to go to places they've never been. They tell other people to do things they've never done. Modeling is the best form of leadership. Number 4, remember this. Why do you need to start with you? Because it determines your leadership lead. Now, what does that mean? Lead, L-I-D. Okay? L-I-D. It determines your leadership lead. So if your leadership lead from 1 to 5, if your leadership lead is at 4, okay, everything around you, including your family, your business, your team, your organization, your nation, your everything around you cannot rise above that lead, because you are at 4. Okay, you are at 4. So if you want to increase everything around you, because things around you will be at 1, 2, 3 at most. So if you want things around you to move to 4, then you need to move to 5. And that is why everything starts with you. Nothing will grow around you if you don't grow. Nothing will progress around you if you don't progress, because you cannot give what you don't have. You can only give what you have. You can only spread what you have. You can only expand what you have. You can only reproduce what you have. You can only multiply what you have. You can only distribute what you have. If you don't have it, you cannot reproduce it. And that is why you need to focus on you. You are the most important person in the picture. You are. You are. Yes, you are. Okay. You are the most important person. I remember I heard a story about a woman who always tell our children, to read books, get ready for school, read books, and take care of yourself. And whenever these children, whenever they're ready to get out from the house, then the woman will tell them, "Hey, everybody, get into the car." And they will get into the car, and then the woman will drive them to school. One day, one of the children asked mommy, "Mom, why that your hair is not well packed? Why that, Mom, you were not ready before we were ready?" And the mother didn't get the message. The child was saying, "Mom, you always tell us to get ready. You always tell us to pack our bags, to pack our books, to read our books, but we don't see you reading. You're telling us to be excellent, but you are not excellent in what you do." In what you are showing us. "Hey, Mom, you told us to get ready for school, but you are not ready. Look at your hair, Mom. Look at everything around you. Nothing is in order." Okay. I hope the mom was not wearing 2 different shoes. Now, here's my point. When it comes to leadership, it is important for you to focus on you and to build you and to make sure that you grow you, so that things around you can grow and become better. So when something is not growing or things are not growing around you, then the first person that you need to check is you before you start checking others, before you start blaming others. You see, check you first. Am I leading? Am I growing? Am I becoming better? Am I showing up? Am I being intentional? Do I know what to do? All right. Am I producing what I have? Am I reproducing me? Okay. Many times leaders, in different areas of life, in business, in politics, in the church, in the entertainment world, in different industries, leaders many times they look around and they start looking at things that they don't like, things that are happening around them, and they start complaining about things. And I wonder, hold on. You are the leader. You are the leader, okay? Your responsibility is to take care of the people in the charge. You are not in charge. Your responsibility is to take care of these people and to help them to produce results. So if you are not growing you and you are always complaining and blaming these people, that means you are not working. That means you are to be blamed, because the responsibility of the leader is to create the environment for others to function and to produce results. So scalable leadership starts with self-mastery. Let me say that again. Scalable leadership starts with self-mastery, paving the way for profitable growth in one's own potential and aspirations. Scalable leadership starts with self-mastery, paving the way, okay? Does that make sense? Paving the way for profitable growth, because not every growth is profitable in one's own potential and aspirations. So you must always be growing, and your work is to pave the way, okay, to produce profitable growth. And you cannot produce profitable growth in your environment if you are not producing it first in your own potential and aspirations. And that is why everything starts with you. Because profitable leadership begins with self-mastery, mastering yourself, knowing you. Anytime leaders bring me into the organization, the first thing I do is an assessment. In our organization, the first thing is an assessment. And that is why our scalable leadership framework starts with leading yourself. And there are 4 powerful requirements that everyone who wants to pass through that first level, or anyone who wants to be successful at that level, must understand. In fact, the first thing out of these 4 things is self-assessment. It could be your self-assessment or your team assessment or your organizational assessment, because we want to know where you are today. We want to know where you stand today. We want to know, how can we help you? How can we start helping you from where you are? So my first responsibility is to know where you are, because we want to take you from where you are to where you should be and where you ought to be. So the question is, how far can you go? How far are you willing to go? Or how far are you willing to grow? So you cannot go or get into whatever vision that you have seen if you are not willing to grow you. Okay? It's because profitable leadership, like I said, begins with what? Self-mastery, where the ROI is personal growth, setting the stage for scalable success. The ROI in profitable leadership is personal growth. What you need to understand and to master if you want to experience a profitable leadership system in your homes, in your community, in your organization, in your team, anywhere you are today. Okay? I mean, look around you. Probably you've complained about some problems, where you are today. All right? Leaders solve problems. In fact, what makes a leader is because the person is a problem solver. So if you are complaining about problem where you are, that means you are part of the problem. Leaders don't add to the problem. They remove from the problem because they solve the problem. So they remove the problem. They don't complain about the problem. Yes, they get irritated about the problem. Yes, leaders get hungry about the problem. They feel so bad about the problem. They show their emotions sometimes. But you know what? They won't stop there. They move on by looking for ways to solve the problem. Okay? They look for ways to solve the problem. They start a conversation about the problem. They start, sharing ideas, and then look for ways to start collaborating with other people so that they can produce great result, whether it's in your family. They start a conversation with the family. Imagine in a family is a team. A family should be run like a business. Can I say that again? So if you are not running your family like a business, okay, um, the book is going to be released in January, January by God's grace. And this book, Scalable Leadership Framework, is going to be a life-changing book. Okay, you need it in your own family. So there is a system in that book that shows you how to run your family like a business. It will give you a template of what you should do every week, what you should do every month, what you should do bi-weekly, and how to run this like a business and be successful, how to collaborate with your children, how to collaborate with people who are living around you. Okay, so there are different terminologies and systems and strategies that you can use to function as a family and to run it like a business and be successful. First class leadership begins with self mastery. Profitable leadership begins with self mastery. And if you want to produce a first class system where you are, you want to create a first class leadership culture where you are, it begins with you. Say, forget other people for now. All right. Forget other people. In fact, forget your team members. All right. Forget your employees or forget people you work with in an organization. Forget them right now. Okay. Focus on you. And this is not selfish. All right. Because you can't help others if you don't help you. You can't. All right. Everything starts with you. Because where the journey within sets the standard for the excellence in guiding others is by you starting the first class leadership with your self mastery system. Your first class leadership begins with self mastery, where your journey within sets the standard. Your journey within sets that standard that you need for excellence in guiding others. So if you are not excellent in yourself or excellent within, you can't guide others into excellence. All right? You can't, because you cannot give what you don't have. Many times I see leaders complain about what is not happening. And I'm like, oh, hold on. You are the leader. Can you step up and do something about it? Leaders don't complain. Leaders initiate. They collaborate, they look for ways to solve the problem instead of them complaining about the problem. See, in the chamber of self-leadership, the seeds of greatness are sown and the future takes root. When it comes to you being thirsty for self-leadership, the seed of greatness that you have within, they become rooted for the future ahead because of your intentionality, because you're ready not just to lead you, but to become a catalyst in your environment, and then to spread your wings and to become the leader who influences because of your experience, your integrity, your courage, your influence, and your failures, because you are going to fail. Oh, can I say that again? You're going to fail. It's going to happen. But failure is not the final, because failure is part of the package. I remember um I was speaking at a workshop one time, and then I was sharing with the people about chasing failure. Okay, chase failure, go for it, chase failure. And one of them was like, one of the participants was like, why do I have to chase failure? Like, I'm chasing success. I want success, but I don't want failure. He said he was chasing success. I was saying chase failure. He was saying, no, I'm chasing success. I said, I know. Okay. How many times are you willing to fail? Because things won't go your way sometimes. Things won't happen the way you want sometimes. Things won't follow your calendar sometimes. Okay? Are you willing to fail big? See, people who are willing big have failed big. See, no one gets to the top of the mountain by accident. I've never seen one. I mean, please, can you let me know if you are listening to me live? Can you let me know? Have you seen someone before who got to the top of the mountain by accident? Imagine someone at the top of the mountain and the person says, um I'm at the top of the mountain right now, but I don't know how I got here. How did I get here, everyone? How did I get here? No wonder. There is nothing like an accidental success book. I've never seen one. Please let me know if you have read that book before, Accidental Success. Let me know. Have you read the book before? Like, accidental success. Someone getting to the top of the mountain without without any any means of getting there. All right. See, becoming successful requires you being willing to fail, because success has 4 ingredients. Let me give you the 4 ingredients real quick. Let me give you this is a plus. This is a plus. I never planned for this. It's a plus. Okay, number one, think it. Number two, be it. Number three, do it. And number four, have it. Okay, for you to be it, you need to think it, you need to process it, you need to be intentional, you need to be ready, you need to move, you need to take action. All right, because see, intentionality is overrated. Can I say that again? Good intentions are overrated. People have overrated good intentions. Oh, I have good intentions. And that is why many people are always saying, I want to. Have you ever seen someone who is saying, I want to? All right. 5 years ago, they said the same thing, I want to. 3 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe last month, they're still saying the same thing, I want to, without action. And this is why good intentions are overrated. We need to move from intentionality, we need to move from good intentions into action. Into action. So think it, and then you need to move into action to be it. You don't just think it and sit down with your thoughts. You don't just sit down with your dreams, with your vision, self leadership. All right? Self leadership. Leading you. You don't just sit down with your dreams. No, take action. See, you cannot gain the experience if you don't take action. All right? Remember, chasing failure. You can't get the experience. You cannot have that experience that you need to share with others. Hey, you know what? I've been there. I've been there. Imagine if someone comes to me today, hey, how can I organize a workshop? I want to know. I have many failure stories that I can share with people. How not to do it. Because I have done it many times and I have failed many times. Okay? And now we have figured things out on how to do it well. And now we are still improving. Okay? We're still failing. We're still failing. We're still chasing failure. It's okay. All right? Be comfortable with failure. When you start leading, you become comfortable with failure. Can I say that again? When you start leading, you become comfortable with failure. It's not easy to fail. Nobody wants to fail. I don't want to fail. I don't like it. I don't like to fail. Okay? But to become a scalable leader, you must be willing to fail sometimes, because you will fail sometimes. Anyone who wants to do big things will fail sometimes. If you go to the backyard of successful people, they have trees of failures in their backyard. What people see in the front is a beautiful mansion, beautiful house. Okay, that's what people see. People see the front. Oh, he's successful. But go to the backyard, you will see trees of failures. And that's exactly what I want you to think about as someone who wants to be a scalable leader, leading you, starting with you, stepping out and doing it. So think it, be it by becoming it every day, by taking action every day. All right. And that is what I call creating your daily agenda, by becoming it every day. And then do it. Take action, execute massive action. Just keep doing it. When you start becoming it, then you will start taking action. You won't take consistent action if you are not becoming it. It takes a process. You have to become. Okay? You have to become. You cannot lead others if you are not becoming the kind of leader that you want to see in the life of others. So if you are looking around you and things are not going well around you and people are not leading the way they should lead around you, okay, start with you by leading you, becoming better. Like this kind of environment where you have today. This is one of the best environments you could ever be today. This is one of the best places you could ever be today. Nowhere else. Because you are growing you are becoming better. Okay? You are intentional. You are taking action. You are becoming. Then when you think it, when you be it, when you have it, when you do it, then you will have it. All right? Think it, be it, do it, and have it. So I want us to continue from where I stopped. And by the way, I'm going to share something with you real quick. Let me share something with you. Let me share my screen. I want you to see this. So this is going to be I hope you can see this. Okay. This is coming out very soon. This is the framework. The framework I've been talking about, that book I've been talking about, the Scalable Leadership Framework. All right. The book is going to be out by January. Okay. By God's grace. Now, any organization, no matter how big your organization is, whether you are 10, whether you are 50, whether you are 100, whether you are 1,000, whether you are 10,000, okay, in your organization, you can apply this framework, all right, to scale leadership in your organization. And by the way, today we are talking about the first level. Can you see the first level? That's what we're talking about today. In fact, I don't care about the second level, third level, the fourth level, or the fifth level. No, I don't care about that right now. I don't care about it. In fact, I don't care about leading a small team, leading a big team, lead an organization or lead an enterprise. I don't care about that right now. In fact, I don't care about all these quotes, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. I don't care about those quotes right now. You know what I care about today? Do you know what I really care about? Is the level 1. Because if we don't become successful at this level 1, we cannot scale who we are not. And that is where the scalable word comes in. That word, that's where it comes in. Scaling you. You cannot scale what you are not. In fact, by the way, can I say this? Everyone is scaling something. Everyone is scaling. In your family, you are scaling something. Whether negative or positive, you are scaling something. So whatever you don't want to see, or look around you, your family today, okay? Look around you, your community, look into your organization, your team, whether you are an executive, an HR, a pastor, manager, just look around you, okay? What are you saying? Okay, now look at you. What part of you can you see in what you see around? Because people are picking up what they see in you, just like the way your children are picking up what you say. Imagine imagine a small child. In a small child, when you say hi, and the small child will say hi, okay, because they are saying, repeating what you're saying, is modeling. So the first level is lead yourself. And by the way, just like what I said, okay, this is the quote, level one, and this is what we need to master today. To equip and lead others, you must first equip and lead yourself. Everything starts with you. Forget others right now. Leading people is not a problem. All right. The problem is you. Okay. The problem is me. In fact, when people ask me about the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life, can I say to you, the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life is to lead me. Is to lead me. Wale Adekanla is to lead me. So are you leading you? Now, my question for you today is, have you done your self-assessment? Here are the 4 powerful requirements for you to be successful at this level. Number one, you need to do your self-assessment. Do you know you? Do you know your strengths? Do you know your weaknesses? Do you know your passion? Do you have your vision? Do you understand your purpose? Do you understand your life mission? Do you have that conviction for something? Do you have something that you are convicted about? What is your conviction? What are you inspired to do? What is that value that you are selling to people? What's your brand? What is it? Have you done your self-assessment? Do you know where you are today? Many people are just looking for, they want to become better. Oh, I want to become a better person. But they don't even know where they are. See, you cannot measure growth if you don't know where you are today. The first thing is to do your self-assessment, do your team assessment, and do your organizational assessment. First, know where you are today. We have many tools that we use, for individuals, teams, and organizations to do assessment. We have many tools. We have more than 7 powerful assessment tools that we use for organizations. All right. By the way, I will be sharing some of them in the links. Okay. I'm going to give you access to a link right now because we have some powerful information that we want to give out. We want to give it out, but you need to schedule an appointment. You need to do that right away. I will be sharing the link. Someone will be sharing the link in a moment. Once you have that link, Scalable Leadership, program. See all our Scalable Leadership programs. I want to encourage you to do what? If you are leading a team right now, no matter where you are, you can learn how to become better, starting with you and everyone around you. Doing your self-assessment. All right. Reach out to us. We want to help you. We want to help your team and help your organization. Okay. Number 2, personal development mastery. See, personal development mastery is a journey. It's a journey. Remember, your ROI is your personal growth. I remember a business person, a business leader, we're having this conversation and he asked me, how can I increase our profit? I said, okay, cool. How many people in your organization? She told me. And then she told me about 14 top leaders they have, and then they have probably like in 7 locations in 7 states. And then they have like almost close to 700 employees. I said, wonderful. Okay. So how do you want us to start? We continued the conversation, and after answering a lot of questions, I discovered that this business leader was looking for ways to increase the profits, the ROI, without developing the people. She was not interested in having trainings and development programs for the people, but she was interested in increasing the ROI. She wanted the company to be profitable. She said, no, things have not been going the way we wanted in the last 3-4 years, but we just want to improve. See, if you want to increase the profitability of your company, The first thing you need to increase, the first ROI, is the personal growth of your people. When people grow, your organization will flourish. Can I say that again? When people grow, your organization will flourish. So, personal development mastery, you need to put them in a program. Okay. In that link, when you reach out, we're going to give you many information about that. And you can go to our website, theleadershipchannel.org, to also learn more. All right. Personal growth plan. You must have personal growth plan. If you want to become the leader, if you want to become a scalable leader in your home, in your community, in your organization, or in your nation, anywhere, you need to have a personal growth plan. Let me ask you, do you have a personal growth plan? Do you have it today? What's the plan? And what's your plan? What's your plan? Oh, you have a vision. Oh, I have a vision. I have a big dream. What's the plan? What's the plan? Before any pilot leaves the airport, the first thing the pilot does is to submit the flight plan. Because the pilot must first understand what's happening at the destination, and then coming back to the present, and then look at everything that they have today. Can it take us to the destination? Do we have enough gas? Do you have enough personnel? Do you have enough things that we need to take us to that destination? And then they look at their flight plan. They look at everything they need, and they do the checklist to mark it as, yes, we're ready. We're ready. Until they mark everything as ready, the plane won't leave the airport to start the journey. What is your personal growth plan? What is your team's growth plan? And what is your organizational growth plan? The fourth thing that you need to master is psychology of personality development. Many people don't know their personal self. People just say, I am just who I am. This is my personality. No. Do you really know you? Do you really know you? Do you know you? And that is a big question. Every child comes to this world with a clean slate. A clean slate, and every child has a temperament. But when the child's temperament is mixed up with the environment, then the child will develop a personality. Okay? So if you have children and you are here on this call, look at your children. And that is why every child is different. If you are leading all your children the same way, you are making a very big mistake, because every child is different. You cannot lead them the same way, just like you cannot lead your employees the same way. You cannot lead your friends the same way. You cannot lead people who are volunteering your organization the same way. No, you need to know them. Yes, that is a general goal. In your family, that should be your family vision, your family mission, and the core values that are goals that you have set in the family. But leading the people must not be the same way, because everyone is different. They have different temperaments. They have different personalities. They have become something. The environment where they are, that's your home. That is their first environment. They have developed something, and they have become something. And if you don't like what you are seeing today, then you need to start leading you to change what you have today, so that you can experience what you are dreaming about. That's how to change things around you. That's how to become everything you want to be. Okay? So I'm going to end with this. Keys to leading yourself. I want to give you 4 keys as I end today. And I will give you like 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please send me your questions. I would love to quickly answer questions. Maybe let's do an additional 5 or 10 minutes to end this session today. Keys to leading yourself. I want to give you 4 keys. Please, if you can master these 4 keys, I've learned these 4 keys. I've studied leaders who have led. I've studied living legends. I've studied people that we can never forget their names today. People like Nelson Mandela, people like Gandhi, People like Mother Teresa. I've studied some names that we can't forget. Even the living legends, many of them. I've met some, and I'm learning from some. And that's what you should be doing as well. But there are 4 things that are common to all. I'm a man of faith, and I've studied many of them in the Bible as well. Many of them. 4 things are common to leading yourself. Number 1, develop self discipline. Number 2, seek accountability. You need to be accountable to someone. And that is why you need a mentor, you need a coach. Most people don't understand the value. And your coach or your mentor, they are not the same thing. Okay, a coach is not a mentor. Okay, someone could be mentoring you and also trying to be your coach, but they are 2 different skills. You need to seek accountability. Number 3, learn followership. Every great leader understands how to follow. Okay, learn followership. It's important. If you are the best in your class, you are in the wrong class. So that means you need to get to a class where you can also become a student. If your environment is a place where you are always the answer, everybody comes to you for the answer, and you are the only one giving out, then you need to get into a new environment. You are already in the wrong one. Go to a new environment where you can also become a student, where you can have people ahead of you that you can learn from. Learn followership. Practice patience. It takes time. It takes time to become that great leader that you want to see in you. It takes time for you to produce the great leadership that you want to see in your environment, in your team, and in your organization. It takes time. It's a journey. Leadership is a journey. It's not a destination. There is nothing like I have arrived in leadership. Oh, I have arrived in leadership. No, it does not happen. Okay? Only the fixed mindset would say, I've arrived. But someone who is leading self always has what I call the growth mindset, because the growth mindset will help you to develop a growth power, embracing challenges as opportunities for personal development. And as you learn leadership development skills, I want you to start being self-aware by making sure you know where you are through your self-assessment, and you understand your emotions, because life is all about meaning and emotions. The meaning you give to something determines how you feel about it. And how you feel about it will determine what you are going to do. And that is the power of emotional intelligence. You need to develop your emotional intelligence. It's important. You need to understand how to manage your life. That means you need to manage your priorities. When people say time management, I'm like, no, no, no. Call it life management, because time, keeps moving. You can't touch it. You can't manage the time. Manage your life by prioritizing your life. Set goals, have that plan. Resilience and self-discipline are very powerful. And if you have enhanced your self-awareness and your personal growth, you will have a lot of growth benefits, because you will not just be leading you will start influencing other people around you. There will be an improved decision making around you, and there will be a great accountability around you. There will be greater, adaptability and resilience around you, and people will start leading like never before around you. And as I leave you today, I want to leave you with this, and I don't want you to forget this. Remember that before you start leading other people, you need to start leading yourself. Before you start leading other people, you need to start leading yourself. You cannot, I repeat, equip or lead other people if you are not equipping and leading you. Everything starts with you. And I want to share this with you today. So if you are a leader on this call, leading a team or leading an organization, I want to encourage you to visit our website, theleadershipchannel.org, and visit the Scalable Leadership Program. Okay. I hope we have that link right now on our chat. Okay. And visit it. I want to encourage you to explore it. Reach out to us. We want to help you. We want to support you. Our calling is to add value to people and maximize potential. That's our calling. We want to help you as a coach. If you're a coach on the call, if you're a consultant, if you're a trainer, I want to help you, want to support you, how to scale and how to become not just a coach, but a powerful coach and create a profitable business. If you're an executive, we want to support you. We want to support your teams. We want to help you. And that's our calling. All right. So any questions? Do we have any questions here today in the next 3 or 5 minutes? Any questions? Let me see. Anyone who wants to do big things, yes, fails sometimes. That's very correct. All right, welcome. I see many names. Thank you very much, everyone. We have Damila Ray. Where are you joining from? Oh, this started at 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So that was a change of time. All right. Before we wanted to start at 1 p.m. Central Time. Okay. But we started at 12 p.m. because that was a change of time, and then we started at 12 p.m., which was 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Nigerian time. And that was 6 p.m. UK time. All right. So if you're in the UK, Nigeria is 1 hour ahead of the United Kingdom right now. And then the Central Time is 1 hour ahead the Eastern Time. Okay. So thank you so much. Any questions from anyone? Any questions? I can see all the point. No one gets to the top by accident. That is very correct. No one gets to the top of a mountain by accident. And that is why we don't have accidental success books. All right. I've never seen one. Let me know if you have seen one. I would love to read it and to know the author. All right. I think we don't have questions today. Okay, Pelumi, thank you. Oh, it was 8 p.m. on your calendar. I apologize. Okay, so Pelumi, do this. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. All right. Go to my YouTube channel and then do something real quick. Go to my YouTube channel and you will see the whole video there. We have the recording there live, okay, on my YouTube channel. And if you are not on my YouTube channel, I will encourage you to subscribe. So if you are joining right here in the room, that is the link. The link I was talking about, the link has been shared. Okay. So just click that link if you are leading an organization, leading a team, leading a business, if you're a coach, a consultant, a trainer, or if you are leading a church, you're a pastor or a ministry leader. All right. We want to support you. We want to help you, to scale leadership in your organization, to create that leadership culture and going through all these things that we have here. Yeah, you're welcome, Pelumi. Welcome. All right, please listen to it. If you have any questions, add your comments in our YouTube channel. Add your comment, your questions there. I will be there myself to respond to those questions. Okay. Remember, our focus is to support you, to help with accountability. So where's the question? Please, how can you get a mentor easily to help with accountability? Okay, Pelumi, Azan, great question. So let me quickly tell you this. Number one, you need to be teachable. Okay, you yourself, you need to start with you. You need to be teachable. Okay, be ready to be teachable. If you are not teachable, if you are not ready to submit to learn, it's like someone who is in water, all right, like a very deep water, and then the lifeguard jumps into the water to save the person in water that is already sinking. Okay, the lifeguard will wait for that person to surrender before the lifeguard will grab the person, because if the lifeguard does not wait, of course, the person can also uh, kill the lifeguard. So that's part of the training. But here's my point. You have to be ready to be teachable first, because already you cannot, find someone that will really help you. So for you to find someone that's going to help you, You don't need to be looking for someone that is far from you first to start with. Look for someone around you. Look for a trusted friend. Do you have any friend that you trust around you? Start with that person. Start with your family members that you trust. Is there any family member that you can trust? Is there any friend, a brother, or someone that is close to you? Don't start looking for someone that you can't reach. Start with people that you can reach. All right. Start with someone that you can reach, someone around you that you can reach. Start with what you have. And that is my statement for you. Start with what you have, not what you don't have. Okay. And as you continue to grow, you can expand. And if you want to also get a mentor that you have never met, buy their books. If you have, if there is someone that you admire and you feel like I want this person to mentor you, okay. Mentorship is about someone guiding you to know what to do and what not to do, telling you don't do that and do this. Someone who has achieved a result in that area of life that you want. That is a mentor. Okay. Someone who can hold your hands and say, let's go. I've done it. I can show you how to do it. That's a mentor. So if someone has done it before and you know someone in that area of life, I don't know what you do. Okay. What do you do? All right. You can put it, you can let me know, or you can reach out to me later. What do you do? Whatever you do. So find someone, so that someone has written a book in that area. Someone is successful in that area. There is nothing new under the heaven. So go there and go and find someone, buy their books and read. I remember when I started, I bought many books on coaching, many books on leadership, speaking, and teaching, many books. All right. I've read hundreds of books. So I want to encourage you, start with what you have. Okay. I hope that helps. All right. If we don't have any other questions, we have just 2 minutes to end this live webinar today. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone. And in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have another session in the next 2 weeks. This webinar is bi-weekly. It's bi-weekly. So do you have a topic in mind that you want us to talk about on leadership? Any topic. If you are interested in a particular topic, and remember, scalable leadership is our focus for now. Scalable leadership. We want to focus on scaling leadership in organizations. If you have any topics that you think we need to address on leadership, or a major problem or challenge in an organization today, I want you to share in the comment. Let me know. All right. We love feedbacks. Are very important. Let me know. We would like to address that to support leaders in organizations. Okay. Thank you very much for joining our live session today, and I will see you in the next 2 weeks. Remember to continue to lead yourself. Remember to continue to become that leader that you want to see around you. Okay? Remember to continue to become every day. Think it, be it, do it, and you will have it. Thank you, and God bless you. And have a wonderful evening from wherever you are joining from. Bye for now. See you in the next 2 weeks.